tricked into this, we must blame John the Bastard, who lives to create conflict.
I don't know. If they've told the truth about Hero, I will tear her apart with my bare hands. But if they've lied, even the greatest of them will have to deal with me. Death hasn't dried up my body or eroded my intelligence, and my bad ways haven't deprived me of so many friends that they won't be ready to seek revenge, both physically and mentally, with money and friends at my disposal.
Listen, the princess left your daughter here for dead. Hide her for a while in your house and tell everyone that she has, in fact, died.
Why should we do this? What will this do?
Listen, if you do this correctly, the princess who slandered her will feel remorse for her instead. This would be a good thing. But I have an even greater idea in mind. We'll maintain the strategy the instant she was accused, and everyone who hears this will grieve for her, pity her, and excuse her actions. That's how it goes. We don't value the things we have until we lose them, but we suddenly rack up the value and see all the virtues we were blind to when they were alive and with us. That's how Claudio will respond. When he hears the Striker's words, his imagination will be sweetly overtaken by thoughts of her. In death, every aspect of her life will be got up more beautifully, and in his mind she will seem more moving, more delicate, and more lively, even more than she was alive. Then, if he ever truly felt love, he can mourn and wish he hadn't accused her, even though he believed the accusation to be true. Follow my plan, and let's hope that it goes according to plan. And if it doesn't, at least Hero's supposed death will stop murders of her infidelity. And if my plan completely fails...
Leonardo, Friar will tell you more about his plan later. And even though you know I'm very close to the Prince and Claudio, I swear I'll keep her counsel and deal with this secretly and justly.
Because I'm drowning in my grief, I will grab onto the smallest piece of string dangling in front of me.
Keep her hidden in a nunnery. The best way is similar to clear kind of verification. Always with folks' eyes, minds, tongues, thoughts. This is a good agreement. Come on, come. You must die in order to live. A strange disease requires strange care. Hopefully your wedding day is only postponed. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you been crying this entire time?
Yes, I should cry a while longer.
I don't wish that on you.
You don't have to. Do so of my own free will.
I really believe your cousin was falsely accused.
The man who avenged her without doing anything with me.
Is there any way I could show such friendship to you?
Very clear way, but a friend is undertaken.
And a man to it?
It's meant for a man, not for you.
There's nothing in the world I love as much as you. Isn't that strange?
It's just a strange thing which you do not understand. Just as easily say, there's nothing in the world that I love as much as you. But do not believe me. Though I am not lying, I confess nothing and I deny nothing. You also for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, you love me.
Don't swear something and go back and eat it later.
I'll swear by my sword that you love me too. And unlike any man who says that I don't love you,
Do you want to eat a word?
not with any sauce you can try to them. I swear I love you.
Well then God forgive me.
Why? What have you done, sweet Beatrice?
You got to me first. I was about to swear that I love you.
Then do so. With all your heart.
I love you with so much more heart than none is left to possess.
Come, ask me to do anything for you.
Kill Claudio.
I wouldn't do that for the whole wide world.
Then rejecting my request, you kill me instead. Goodbye.
Wait, sweet Beatrice.
My body is here, but the rest of me is gone. You do not really love me. I beg you, let me go.
Beatrice.
I swear I am leaving.
Not until we part as friends.
How dare you try to be my friend when you will not fight my enemy?
Claudio, your enemy?
Hasn't he proven himself to be a great villain? Slandering, scorning, and dishonoring my cousin? Oh, I wish I were a man. He pretended everything was fine until the moment they were exchanging vows, and there was public accusation, blatant slander, and pure hatred. Oh, if I were a man, I'd rip his heart out in public and eat it.
Listen to me, Beatrice.
And talking at their bedroom window, a likely story.
Oh, Beatrice.
And poor Hero, she's been wronged. She's been slandered. She's been ruined.
Beatrice.
A princess and count who's also proper and courteous. They give a truly princely testimony. Oh, the proper count, Count Sugarplum. Oh, he's a sweet, generous
honestly think in your soul that Claudio has wrongly accused Hero?
As much as I have a thought or a soul.
That's enough for me then. I'll challenge him. I'll kiss their hands, and with that I'll leave you. I swear that Claudio will pay dearly for this. Keep me in your thoughts and go comfort your cousin. I'll tell him that she's dead. Goodbye. Is our whole assembly here?
Oh, we need a stool and cushion for the sexton.
Which ones are the malefactors?
Sir, that would be me and my partner.
Yes, yes. An exhibition to examine this case.
No, you misunderstood me. Where are the criminals whom I'm supposed to examine? Bring them in front of the Master Constable.
Yes, indeed. Bring them before me. What is your name, friend? Please write down Baraki. And yours?
I am a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentleman Conrad. Sirs, it has already been proven that you are nothing more than lying scoundrels, and soon we will know almost for certain. How do you both plead?
Honestly, sir, we say that we are not criminals.
He's a marvelous witch fellow, but I'll outmaneuver him. Come here, you. I'll whisper something in your ear. Sir, believe me when I tell you, you are nothing more than a lying criminal.
Sir, I tell you that we are not criminals.
Well, okay. God, both their stories match. Have you written down that they aren't criminals?
Master Constable, you're going about this all wrong. First you talk to the watchman who accused them.
Yes, indeed. Bring the watchman forward. In Prince's name, I order you to accuse these men.
This man said that Don John, his brother, is a villain.
Write down that Prince John is a villain. Why, that's perjury, that is. To say the prince's brother is a villain? Be quiet, you. I swear I don't like the look of you.
What else did you hear him say?
That Don John had taken 1,000 for wrongfully accused Hero.
Why, that's burglary, that is.
Yes, by God, that it is.
What else did you hear?
Claudia meant to disgrace here for the whole wedding party. Accused America.
Villain, you'll suffer everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
That is all.
Well, gentlemen, you cannot deny this man. This morning, Prince John secretly snuck out of Messina. Hero was accused exactly as the watchman described and died on the spot of the Greek. Master Constable, knife these man and bring him to Leonardo. I'll get the person and relay the information.
Come, let's get them opinion.
Let them be in the hands of.
Get off of me. Honest to God, where is the sexton? He should be here to write down that the prince's officer was called a fool. Come on, let's tie them up. You're a nasty little
away from
thief.
me, you ass. You ass.
How can you call me that? Don't you suspect my age? Don't you suspect my office? I'm a wise man. And what's more, I know the law. And what's more, I'm a householder. And what's more, I'm as handsome as any hunk of meat in Messina. And I know the law, damn you. And I'm rich enough, damn you. And I used to have more, but I still have 2 robes and lots of lovely things. Take them away. God, if only the sexton were here to record that I am an ass.
So this is a comedy, not a tragedy, right? Okay. You're allowed to laugh.
If you keep going the way you've been going, you'll kill yourself. There is no point in adding to your grief. Stop advising me. Your words pass through my ears like water through a sieve. Don't counsel me. Only a man who's felt pain like I have can counsel me. Find a father who's loved their child as overwhelmingly as I love Hero. Compare the width and length of the man's sadness to my own. Match up all the complaints and disagreements. If that man told me to be patient like you did, smiling and stroking your beard, tossing away my sorrow when he should be wailing with me, trying to spin my head around with airy philosophy, filling my head with little proverbs, then I would take his advice and be patient. But that man doesn't exist. You can try to heal pain you've never felt before, but once you feel it too, your soul advice will turn into passion. You can try to bind up rules with little silken phrases, or try to bind up insanity. You can try to cure a heartache with little pat phrases and little verses. Every man thinks their duty is to counsel those who are in pain, but no man knows how to endure the same pain when they themselves are grieving. So don't counsel me. My sorrow is not listening to what you have to say.
Well, then you're no better than a child.
Please leave me alone. I intend to be flesh and blood, not airy philosophy. As if every philosopher can never endure toothache patiently, even though they all wrote as if they've risen above all human suffering and misfortune.
But don't take all that pain on yourself. Make sure the people who have wronged you suffer too.
Now you're talking. I definitely will. On my soul, I believe that Hero has been falsely accused, and the Prince, Claudio, and anyone else who helped dishonor her will know about it.
The Prince and Claudio are hurrying this way.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good day to the both of you.
Listen, my
We're in a bit of a hurry, Leonardo.
Oh, a bit of a hurry? Well then, don't worry about it. A bit of a hurry? Well then, goodbye.
Come on. Don't quarrel with us, good old man.
Fighting he is after, some of us here should run and hide. Who has wronged him?
Indeed, you have wronged me, you liar. Don't try to intimidate me by putting my hand on your sword. I'm not scared of you.
Where's my hand if I ever tried to hurt an old man like you? Really, I had no intention of going for my sword.
Damn you! Don't mock and sneer at me. I'm not a doddering old fool who bragged about the things he did when he was younger. Claudio, I'm telling you right to your face that you have wronged me and my family. I'm forced to lay aside my own respectability with my gray hairs and aching body. I challenge you to a duel. You have slandered my daughter. Your slander has broken her heart, and now she lies buried in a tomb with her ancestors. Ancestors who have never been tainted by a scandal until you caused one with your wickedness.
My wickedness?
Yours, Claudio. Yours, I say.
You've got it wrong, old man.
My lord, if he dares to accept my challenge, I'll beat him. I'll beat him despite his fancy fencing techniques. I'll beat him despite his youthly manliness and all the practicing he does.
Not a chance. I'll have nothing to do with you.
You think you get rid of me that easily? You killed my child! Take on someone your own size. If you killed me, boy, you killed a man.
You'll have to kill both of us. And indeed, we're both men. Well, let him start off easy by killing one of us. Come on. Kill me and brag about it. Come on, little man. Come on. Little boy, I'll be right in your face, I will, as surely as I am a gentleman.
Brother,
Quiet. God knows I love my niece. Now she's dead. Slandered by fools who would just as likely fight a real man as I would grab a poisonous snake by the tongue. Boys, fools, scoundrels, braggart, babies.
but brother,
Don't. They're disrespectful, fashion-crazy boys who lie, cheat, mock, defame, and slander. They walk around in outlandish outfits pretending to be brave and wild and saying few inflammatory things about how to hurt their enemies, and that's all they do.
but brother Anthony.
Don't. It's no big deal. Let me handle this.
Gentlemen, we won't stay here and anger you further. I'm sorry about your daughter's death, but I swear our accusations were true and backed up with proof.
Listen, my lord.
I don't want to hear any more about it.
No. Well then, come on, brother. I'm determined to be heard by someone.
Will be, or some others will suffer for it.
Look, here comes just the man we're looking for.
What's up, mister?
Hello, my lord. You just missed a fight that was barely avoided.
We're about to have our noses snapped off by two old men with no teeth.
Leonardo and his brother. What do you think? I think if we had fought, we would have proven too young and strong for them after all.
There's no bravery in an unfair fight. I've been looking for you two.
We've been looking for you too. We're really depressed. Tell us a joke to beat our sadness away.
My wit is in my scabbard. Should I unsheath it?
You wear your wit next to you?
No one wears their wit next to them, though some people are beside their wit. Come on, draw your wit, just as musicians draw their bows across their instruments. Draw for our pleasure.
Look, Benedict is so pale. Are you sick or angry?
Buck up, man. Care may have killed the cats, but you are strong enough to kill Care. Lighten up.
Sir, don't even try to beat me in a battle of wits. I'll meet all your attacks, even if you come charging me with a lance at full gallop. Choose another attack.
That was poor, Benedict. Give it another lance. That last one got broken in half.
Lord, he seems to be getting paler by the minute. I think he really is angry.
If he is, that's his problem.
Can I have a word with you privately?
God forbid he wants to challenge me.
You are a villain. I'm not kidding. I challenge you however you like with whatever weapons you choose and whenever you want. Meet this challenge or I'll say that you're a coward. You killed an innocent woman and will pay dearly for her death. What do you say?
I'll be there and I'll enjoy myself.
What are we having, a feast?
Yes, he's invited us to have a calf's head in a cave con. He said that if I don't carve it up and serve it up elegantly, then put it I have no skills with the knife. Should I get us a woodcock too?
Sir, you have a very slow, rampant
Benedict, Beatrice praised your wit the other day. I said you had a fine wit. True, she said. A fine little one. No, I said. He has a huge wit. Right, she said. A hugely awful one. No, I said. He has a good wit. Right, she said. It's good and mild and doesn't hurt anybody. No, I said. Benedict is wise. He certainly is, she said. A wise gentleman. No, I said. He can speak many languages. I can believe that, she said, because he swore one thing to me on Monday night and then took it back on Tuesday morning. He spoke 2 languages then. She turned all your virtues into vices just about an hour ago. But in the end, she sighed and admitted you were the handsomest man all of Italy.
And she cried a lot at that. And said she didn't care.
That she did. And after all that, if she didn't hate him to death, she loved him to death. Leonardo's daughter had told us everything.
Absolutely everything. And moreover, God saw Benedict when he was hid in the garden.
But when exactly will we see Benedict married?
With a sign beneath him that says, "Here lives Benedict, the married man."
Goodbye, boy. You know what I intend. I'll leave you now to chatter and gossip like an old woman. The way you flaunt is like a blunt sword. You can't hurt anyone. Thank God. My lord, I thank you for your many kindnesses. I'm leaving your court now. Your brother, Don John the Bastard, has run away from Messina. The 3 of you have killed a sweet, innocent woman. Lord Babyface over there will meet me in a duel. Good luck to him then.
Be serious.
Very serious. And I'm sure it's because of this.
And he challenged you to a duel.
Very sincerely.
What a strange sight. A man who put on all his fancy clothes but forgot his brain at home.
A man like that is stronger than an ape. But the ape could be his doctor. It's so much smarter.
But let me gather my wit and get serious out here. Didn't he say my brother has run away?
Come on, you! If they let you off, we'll have to assume that Lady Justice has lost all her power.
What's this? 2 of my brother's men, all tied up, and Braccio is one of them.
Find out what they're being held for.
Officer, what crime have these men committed?
Well, sir, they've lied. Moreover, they have said things that were not true. Secondarily, they are slanderers. Sixth and lastly, they have falsely accused a lady. Thirdly, they have said things that did not in fact happen, and in conclusion, they are lying scoundrels.
First, I ask you what they've done. Thirdly, I ask what offense they've been charged with. Sixth and lastly, I ask why they've been committed here. And in conclusion, I ask what they're accused of.
Very nicely done. And organized in just the way you understand. My God, you managed to say the same thing 6 different ways.
What have you done, gentlemen? This educated constable is too brilliant for me to understand. What are your crimes?
Prince, I won't wait for my trial. Listen to my story and you can count till me now. I tricked your own eyes. These stupid fools have like what you and I are listening to have gone. They heard me confess to Colin about how Don John, your brother, promised me to be the hero, heightened to be tortured, and slowly making advances towards Margaret who was disguised as a hero, and how you disgraced her when you should have married her. They have recorded all of my crimes, and I'd rather die than have to retell this shameful story. The lady has died with false accusations of me and my master, and I desire nothing now for criminals' punishment.
Doesn't this make your blood run cold?
His words are like poison to me.
But did my brother prompt you to do all this?
Yes, and pay me well for doing it.
He's made a treachery and has run away to avoid his crimes.
Sweet hero. When I imagine you now, you're as beautiful as you were when I first loved you.
Come, take them away. By now, the sexton will perform Signor Leonardo the matter. Also, gentlemen, whenever it is most convenient, please don't forget to specify that I am an ass.
All right, which one of them is it? What does he look like so if I see another man who resembles him, I'll know who to avoid?
It's one to see your deceivers and look at me.
Are you the man that with your slanderous words killed my child?
Yes, I am.
No villain but you could have worked alone, for there are 2 others, the third who's run away, who have helped you. Thank you, gentlemen, for my daughter's death. Make a note of it in your long list of noble deeds. It was very brave of you.
I don't know how to ask you for forgiveness. Choose your revenge through any means you can devise, though I sinned by mistake.
Me too. But to satisfy this good old man, I too will bear any punishment he gives me.
I can't ask you to make my daughter live. That's impossible. But I beg both of you to tell the people of Messina that she was innocent when she died. And if your sadness can produce something from this love, write a poem for her, take it to her gravesite and hang it on her grave. Then read it to her. Read it tonight. Then come by my house tomorrow morning. Since you could have been my son, be my nephew instead. My brother has a daughter who looks exactly like Hero. This girl heir to both our estates. Marry her as you should have married her cousin, and I will let my revenge die.
Good Leonardo. Your kindness is overwhelming. I willingly accept your offer and put my future in your hands.
I will see you tomorrow then, gentlemen.
All sirs, this has not been written down. But this plaintiff, this criminal, did in fact call me an ass. Remember this when you are punishing him. Plus, the watchman overheard them talking about a criminal by the name of Deform. They say he wears an earring made of a key, with a lock hanging from it. Apparently, he borrows money from everyone in the name of God, never pays it back, which makes everyone so angry that now they refuse to fund anything in the name of God. Sure, you asked them of this.
Thank you for all your efforts.
Speak like a very thankful and respectful boy, and may God bless you.
This is for all your troubles.
God save the charitable organization.
You are relieved of your duty.
I leave a slimy bastard with you, your worship, for you to punish and to make an example of. God bless your worship. I wish you well. May God restore you to your former health. I will humbly let you go now. God prohibiting, we will meet again in the future. Come on, friend.
I will see you tomorrow morning, gentlemen.
We'll be there.
I will mourn Hero tonight.
Now, let's bring this criminal face to face with Margaret, who I believe was hired by Don John to take part in all of this.
No, and she didn't even know anything about it. She's always been honest and good.
Please, Margaret, help me write this poem for Beatrice.
Afterwards, will you write a sonnet for me praising my beauty?
I'll write you such a glorious sonnet, Margaret, that no man will ever be able to come over it. You certainly deserve it.
No man will come over me. What a life that would be.
Your wit is as quick as a greyhound's jaws. It catches whatever it goes after.
And your wit is blunt as a practiced sword. With its dual tip, it hits people but doesn't hurt them.
It's just that my wit is very gentlemanly, Margaret, and refuses to hurt a woman. Now please, tell Beatrice to come out. I admit defeat. I'll give you the bucklers.
You should give a woman your sword. We have our own bucklers.
Watch out though, Margaret. Virgins shouldn't go brandishing their bucklers around.
I'll go get Beatrice for you, who can walk here by herself. She has legs.
So that means she'll come. God of love sits above, and she knows me. He knows me. How big I serve. I really am a pitiful singer, but as a lover, well, that's another story. Take Leander or Troilus or any entire book's worth of those legendary lover boys whose names sound so nicely flute in a line of verse. None of them have been driven as crazy as love as I have been, but I can't prove it in a poem. I've tried. I can't think of any rhyme for lady but baby, which is a childish rhyme. I can think of no rhyme for scorn but horn, which is a bit off for a love poem. Nothing rhymes with school but fool, and that's a ridiculous jingle. These are all very unpromising line endings. No, I wasn't destined to be a poet. I can't woo a lady with pretty words. Beatrice, have you come because I called for you?
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you now.
Well, stay till then.
There, says I have to leave now. But before I do, let me get what I came for. What happened?
I spoke angry, foul words to you, and with that I will kiss you.
If you had foul words, then your breath is foul, and foul breath is known to be. Thus, I should leave without being kissed.
Your wit is so forceful it frightens the very meaning of your words. But I'll tell you this very plainly. I've challenged Claudio, and either he'll accept or admit he's a coward. Now tell me, which one of my bad qualities did you fall in love with first?
All of them at once. So they work together to create an entirely evil person. No good could ever enter the mix. But tell me, which of my good qualities first made you suffer love?
Suffer love. That's a good way of putting it. I do suffer love because I love you against my will.
Love is in spite of your heart. And if you spite it for me, I will spite it for you, for I cannot love things my friend hates.
You and I are too wise to woo each other peacefully.
Said that a truly wise man will never praise himself. So if you say that you are wise, like you are not.
That's an old proverb, Beatrice, from the time when heroes praised each other. In today's day of age, if a man doesn't erect his monument before he dies, he won't be remembered past the funeral bells ringing and the widows crying.
Exactly how long is that, do you think?
About an hour for the ringing and 15 minutes for the crying. That's why it's better for wise men to trump their own virtues, like I do. That's why I praise myself, who, if I do say so myself, is quite praiseworthy. Tell me, how is your cousin?
Very sick.
And how are you?
Very sick as well.
Have faith, love me, and you'll get better.
Someone is hurrying this way.
Madam, we have to go to your uncle's. There's a huge racket going on there. It's been proven that Lady Hero is innocent, that the Prince and Claudio have been utterly deceived, and that Don John, who has run away, is the source of all of the trouble. Will you come immediately? You come with me to hear this news, sir.
I will live in your heart, die in your laugh, and be buried in your eyes. And what's more, I will go with you to your uncle's.
Can we come away, Leonardo?
It is Claudio.
Your wise hero. The heroic maidens who died by slanderous words. To repay her for her troubles, death gives her undying fame, so that the life that died with shame lives on with fame. This epitaph will hang here forever, continuing to praise Hero after I die. Please pardon, goddess of the night, the men who killed your virgin knight. These men walk around her tomb, singing songs of woe. Oh, midnight, join us in our moaning. Join us in our sighs and groaning. Heavily, heavily. Graves, open up your corpses until Hero's death is fully mourned. Heavily, heavily. I say goodnight to your bones, Hero.
Good morning, Claudio. Put out your torch. The wolves have finished praying for the night. And look, the gentle dawn is rising, dappling the sleepy eastern sky with spots of light.
Good morning.
Come, let's change our clothes and then we'll go see Leonardo.
Hopefully, Hyman will give Hero better luck than, or give us better luck than Hero had.
Where's
Yeah. Supposed to be here any minute.
Didn't I tell you she was innocent?
Yes, and the Prince and Claudio were innocent as well. Margaret is partially to blame, however, our investigations prove that she acted unintentionally.
I'm just glad that everything has been sorted out.
Me too, otherwise I would have had to duel with Claudio.
Hero, you and the other women should retreat to your room. When I call for you, come out wearing masks. Brother, your job is to give Hero away to Claudio. Pretend to be her father.
I'll do that, without giving away our secret.
Friar, I think I need a favor from you.
What do you need me to do?
Tie me up or to undo me, one or the other. Signor Leonardo, the truth is, your niece likes me,
She sees you with the eyes my daughter lent her. It's true.
and I also see her through the eyes of love.
And those eyes are endowed by Claudio, the Prince, and myself. What do you want?
Sir, I'm puzzled by what you just said, but as for what I want you to give Beatrice and me your blessing to be married. That, good friar, is where you come in.
Our wishes are aligned then. I give you my blessing.
And I can help you. Here comes the Prince and Claudio.
Good morning to all these lovely people.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Prince. Good morning, Claudio. Are you still set on marrying my brother's daughter?
I wouldn't change my mind.
Good. Bring her out, brother. The friar is ready.
What's wrong, Benedict? Your face looks like the month of February, full of frost, storms, and cloudiness.
I think he's nervous. He's about to become the savage bull that just got domesticated. Don't worry, we'll dip your horns in gold so you look as beautiful as Jove did when he delighted Europa when he was a bull.
Jove came to earth lowing for love. A strange bull, just like him, mated with one of your father's cows, and voila, gave birth to a calf like you. You bleed the same as him.
I'll get you for that one. Here are more important matters to attend to. Which is the woman I'm marrying?
This one. I'll bring her to you.
Then she's the one for me. Lady, let me see your face.
No, you can't do that until you take her hand and swear to marry her in front of the friar.
With the friar as my witness, I am your husband if you want me.
When I was alive, I was your other wife. And when you loved me, you were my other husband.
It's another hero.
Exactly right. One hero died when she was slandered. But just like I'm alive, I'm a virgin.
It's the former hero, the hero that died.
She was only dead as long as her slander lived.
I can confirm all these shocking things are true. After the wedding, I'll tell you all about beautiful Hero's death. In the meantime, accept all these wonderful gifts and let's head to the chapel.
Wait a moment, Friar. Which one of you is Beatrice?
Lame. What do you want?
Do you love me?
No. No more than is reasonable.
Then the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Well, you love me?
Truly, no. No more than is reasonable.
Well, then Margaret, Ursula, and my cousin have been very much deceived. And they swore you did.
They swore you were sick with love for me.
And they swore you would die with love for me?
So you don't love me.
No. No more than a friend.
Oh, come on, niece. I'm sure you love him.
I can prove he loves her. Here's a clumsy sonnet written in Benedict's handwriting, dedicated to Beatrice.
And here is a poem which I stole from my cousin's pocket, written in her handwriting, all about her adoration for Benedict.
What a miracle. Our handwriting gives away our hearts. Come on, I'll take you, but honestly, I'm only doing it out of pity.
I won't say no to you. Let it be known that I am only doing this after much persuasion and to save your life. They swore you were wasting away without me.
Oh, shut up. I'll stop your mouth with a kiss. Benedict, the married man. I'll tell you what, Prince. A whole university full of wisecrackers couldn't change my mood today. You think I care what you call? Well, I don't. This man is always afraid of what others think. He won't even dare to dress nicely because he'll be afraid people will talk about him. In short, since I intend to get married, I won't hear anyone say a bad thing about it. Man is a giddy, flighty thing. That's my conclusion. And Claudio, though I'm sure I would have beaten you in our duel, since you're likely to become my relative, I'll let you go unbruised and love my cousin Hero.
I was kind of hoping you'd say no to Beatrice so I could smack you out of your single life and make you a double dealer, which you'll probably turn into anyway if my cousin Beatrice doesn't keep you on a short leash.
Come on now, we're all friends. Let's have some fun and do a dance before we're wed.
We'll dance after the wedding.
No, before. Musicians, play us a song. Prince, you look sad. You should get a wife. Your royal staff would be much more impressive if it were topped off by a horn.
My lord, your brother John was caught by Armistice and fled. Brought back to Messina.
Leave until tomorrow. I'll think of some awful punishment for him. Play on, musicians.